Heyo, hey yo, having a few more beers, chilling. So we got a Glock 45 MOS Battlefield Green on the way. I've been going back and forth for months on that. I was holding off. I'm still waiting on that damn FNX 9 that's getting Cerakoted ODG and RMR cut, but we're 30 days in as of midnight, and I don't think the dude's even started yet. So I didn't think I'd want to go down that road. I have a 19, I have a 34, Gen 5s. 19's okay. It's my home defense gun. He's primed up, chambered, and hollow point, ready to rock and roll. But 34, I like my 34. It's a bit heavy in the slide compared to the 19, but the grip's longer. And I was curious about the 45. Everyone seems to love their 45s. But I was also like, is it redundant? How different can it be? And then I shot Scott's 45, and it's like it just felt right, like Goldilocks shit, like the perfect size and weight. I was holding off, but tonight we were yapping on the phone. He snagged a Iranian ramjet. I was like, you know what, fuck it. I grabbed my 45 with good price, $589, tax free. Came to like $611 or whatever the fuck, plus transfer, but still a lot cheaper than Fallujah had them for $649 plus tax. All in would have been about $700. So I'll be just under six and change, 610, 625. We got that 507 comp with the Reese Wrap M81 on it that I'm sitting on the side. Reese forgot to send the lower portion of the Romeo 8T M81 piece. And I mentioned that, like, I had to trim the centerpiece because I couldn't get it into the groove, and it was like I couldn't find instructions. Like, did I fuck up? Am I supposed to remove the hood off the Romeo 8T? Because it was long, right? And he replied back, yeah, you're supposed to remove it. I was like, well, my bad. He was like, no problem. So, Reese Wraps, awesome shit. Great dude, good company. He sent me a whole new kit. We'll pull the existing one off and we'll redo it again so it's perfect. And we got our Glock 45 MOS on the way. Oh, I'm gonna reach out to Homeboy tomorrow. I said, dude, I know we had a couple of hurricanes to deal with, and stuff happens, but we're pushing a month now on my FNX. Can you please get to it? Shit, you're all paid up. Knock it out. Yeah. So hopefully we can get that FNX, give that a try. If not crazy about it, I'll just flip it. But I figured the 200 for the RMR cut and the ODG Cerakote was a good investment. I got it on auction for 380. So all in, I'm into it for 580. The gun, I'll probably be able to let it go for 7 or 8. Around there, give or take. Probably keep it though. It looks cool. I wanted the 45 tactical, but I might still get one of those too. Fuck it, America. Trying to keep it 9mm just to keep the bulk ammo purchase because I don't have a 45. So every time I keep adding calibers, it's another expense. We're already at what? 9mm, 22, 5.56, 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, 6 arc. Am I missing anything? 300 black. And every time you buy a case of this shit, it's 500, 600, bam, bam, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. I need to win the goddamn Powerball or invent a new technology to afford this shit. Still want my Spec War. We'll end up getting one of those off of Titan. Probably get the ODG Spec War with the 12.5 and then slap it on the ODG lower that I have the 16 on. Until I get a bug up my ass and grab another ODG lower, and get stupid again. Dick America, he does that sometimes. But oh well, everyone needs a hobby. Better than drugs. At least when I wake up, I might be broke again, but I got something to show for it. A lot better than cocaine. Cocaine. I had some good fun back in the late 80s, early 90s. I knew a kid when I was in high school in Miami. He was in a Latin gang. I was hanging out with some undesirables. That pattern tends to repeat throughout the years. That's who was around me. Whatever. I tried to make the best of it. Don't judge me. And I remember I had my little piece of shit 91 Honda Civic with the roll-up windows and no AC, red. And there, down the street, there was a movie theater, and there's a big IMP versus Latin King type gang fight. You know, it was back then. There's no really, well, there was no gunplay back then. It was just fist fights, and a few knives would come out. One dude might pull out a pistol, but nobody really shot. It was Miami in the late 80s, early 90s. And I remember that he ran up to me. It was a skinny dude, Joel, I think his name was. He's like, Jake, give me your keys. And he hopped in my Civic and fucked off. And I'm standing there going, what the hell just happened? He comes back about 2 hours later. Big old dent on the side of my car and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, don't worry about it. I got whatever. It turned out his family was connected to like some cartel people or something. They just come to my house. And he hands me like $1,500 in cash or $1,000 in cash. I forget what it was to fix the dent. That's when I tried cocaine for the first time. His family were hooked up. And he gave me a bump with some Pudo, clean. None of this modern day fentanyl laced garbage. It was like, you know, Cocaine Cowboys 80s cocaine from straight from Pablo Escobar himself. And I liked it. So next time we're hanging out, I had $20. I was like, hey man, what can I get for $20? And I dropped him off at his house. He said, yeah, no problem. Hold up. He ran inside. He came back with a baggie about yay tall, filled halfway up. Today that probably sell for like $500, $600, $700 or some crazy shit. Pure's the driven snow. Bump, bump, bump. Yeah, boy. 1990s Miami style. Anyway, the whole point of that story is, I don't know, shit. It was kind of cool. Couldn't pay me to party these days, but 35, 40 years ago. How old am I? 50. 30 years ago? I was like 16, 17. 33 years ago. It's the way things went. And the adventure began. Anyway. Glock 45 on the way. MOS. Battlefield green frame. I almost bought also the Radian Ramjet, but I went to the website. Scott pointed out, it was like they have a dedicated version for the 45 coming soon, as well as the 47 and a bunch of other Glocks. But everyone's been running the 19 version on 45s and not really having an issue. So I'm like, what could justify them coming out with a 45 specific version of the Ramjet? I don't know. But they wouldn't do it unless there was a purpose. So I'm holding off on the Ramjet for now. We'll throw that 507 comp with the M81 Reese wrap on it, probably on that bad boy. I was gonna run that on the FNX, but if I ever get it, I'll throw one of my 507, whatever the fuck's other Hall of Suns on it for the time being. Go from there. We still haven't even ran that RMR HD on that staccato yet. So we got to get out and do some shooting. Now the storms are subsiding. Cooler weather is arriving. Running out of excuses. Got to get back to the club. Do some pistol work. Do some transition work. Get out to the 1 and the 200 and shoot that DMR. Get some better glass for the DMR, which will happen because I stole that other one off the 6ARC. Everything should have its own glass. But, you know, I don't want to go too cheap. I don't want to go crazy fucking ZCO $5 to $8 grand Schmidt and Bender on it. But, you know, if I had the Powerball, it's a different story. We getting wild in this bitch. What are we doing? We're getting wild in this bitch. Looks on the porch being a miracle. Fuck you and your high points. We're stepping our games up tonight, son. 2025 is going to be our bitch. We're going to get out there, train like we mean it, maybe lose a little bit of weight. Get that stamina up. Get out there with some knee pads and a PC with some plates and just totally fuck shit up and do horrible. But keep at it. Everything's gonna be all right or not. We don't know. Alien invasion. I don't know. We're kind of fucked. Anyway, I thought I'd drink a little. Having a few. Tomorrow's a new day. Yada yada yada. Yeah. So cool. Looking forward to the 45 MOS showing up. Looking forward to the FNX getting done and going to get that. Or having it shipped. I don't know. We'll see. Other than that, we need some better glass for the DMR. And some plates for the PC. Probably a new PC. We'll run the one we got for now. But I'd like to get a better one. Probably need a holster for that FNX if I like it. If not, I'll flip it. Move on. We'll see. I don't know. Take a chance. Spend some money. Make it a little love. Get down tonight. That's how we do up in here. In beautiful Palm Coast, Florida. Yes, sir. Feel that cool breeze. I'm not sweating no more. It was a long, hot summer, and we all suffered, so I embraced the cooler weather arriving. Got the Geisy Whoopie on standby, waiting for a low to hit below 65. We'll rock that bitch and move on. Carry on my wayward son. Alright, short, sweet, to the point. Hope you're all doing well. Blah, blah, blah. Till next time, your boy with ice cold, what's this called again? Stella Artois. Half gay, pseudo Bud Light product, but it's still delicious and really light. Didn't have much of a hangover this morning, too, and I mixed them both with Yingling. I got one more of these left in the fridge because the stores were closed, and I got a few Yinglings, and then after that, we'll just have to go re-up and move on forward to the promised land of Glock 45 MOS and FNX9 once they get here, if it ever gets here. And buy new glass, buy new ammo. It's a magical adventure. Cheers. Peace, love, unity, and respect.